David it. I enjoyed the talk. I don't think it was anywhere near as outrageous and inspired as I would have hoped, but I'll try and break down the experience a bit while the talk is still fresh. The venue being announced the morning before came with a message saying something along the lines of "Do not tell anyone where else the venue is, we've enemies at it," or something. However, my mate who got the tickets told me this, so I am paraphrasing him. I will get the original message if you want. So this created a bit of excitement and hype, and hoping it would be picketed/snipered. But in retrospect, I think it was a master of hype and slightly false advertising. The tickets saying Hillsborough Stadium made it sound grander than the corporate function room of the Wembley ground. It was for his fans often boast of how he sold out Wembley Stadium. Now I am not on the internet at the moment to find out whether he sold out a function room or an all-standing live a full-on epic Nuremberg rally type event, but that was the idea I had in mind. But that's my over-imaginative imagination. The corporate function room had maybe 200-300 people in. One of his opening lines was "Thanks to Sheffield Council and the City Hall," sarcastically. But before that, as soon as I went into the ground, I went for a piss, and straight away he came in behind me and was pissing next to us at the urinals. I know it's not quite polite, stare at the wall, pretend the other person doesn't exist. I went straight in with a "Hello David, how you doing?" "Hello, thanks for coming. Did you do much commentating with Grandstand here?" He was very relaxed and said, "No, I was probably here playing the Coventry Reserve match last time." "Okay, have a good game tonight." I said thanks. We washed our hands. David slightly turned his back at me whilst I was chatting with him at the urinal, so I didn't see if he had erectile penis. He's got fairly bad arthritis in his right hand. I mentioned this because it was this that cut his football career short, and he said that it was when he went to see a faith healer with healing hands to sort out his arthritis that he had his first awakening. Someone had asked me if indeed he had been cured, and I didn't really think about it until yesterday, and I looked out to see if he showed any signs of arthritis. I am glad I asked him a very simple small talk question in the toilet. Asterisk, he didn't talk about his playing here with Coventry Reserves in his talk unless he said it right at the end, which I had to leave before the end to catch last train. Asterisk would have felt rude going straight in with the black eye saying that's for Jimmy and that's for George Soros, but you never know. Anyway, the opening bit of the talk was hello, I am David,
Go
and
and
verbal
find
warrior.
the
You
bright,
can't shut
find
me
the
up, you can't
light,
silence
the
me,
bright,
and if
find
I
the
hate
light,
and defend you bear
shine
with
at
me, I
me.
am getting
There
round
have
to you
been has
soon.
been a
He
back,
went on to talk about political correctness, being censorship, the
pure
freedom of speech. Don't
electricity,
think he said
pure
it that articulately, but
electricity.
he went on to talk about we are not labels. Then he went on to label the people who enforce this political correctness Nazis, which is not a very helpful label, but there we go. He never really stops for breath when he's talking. It was all done on quite an amateurish PowerPoint presentation format, even using Windows 95 clip art every once in a while, with lots of his memes and quotes from himself and a few from Gandhi and Martin Luther King thrown into added context that his quotes are in the same league, haha, but actually I feel more uncomfortable that he is
He is funny and makes childish beautiful baby impressions about people who he offends. I think it is so laughably immature a response that it reflects back on him more than it does his challengers. I mean, it is funny unless this is stadium sarcasm right from the NBA. And he gets stuck into political correctness and says what about defending left-handed field, etc. and makes jokes that safe spaces simply aren't open to debate. I get the impression that he is a massive mansplainer and professionalism in debate, but I did stay till the end, so don't know if he did any questions. This is fairly basic warning and maybe supposed to warn us that he was going to play some juicy controversial opinions. I don't want to come across as being negative. I find him very charismatic and I can't really see he has an agenda behind what he says, except he loves the attention and is a natural performer and likes showing bullshit at his world and bullshit we are having raining down our throats. He believes what he says that the Facebook algorithm is suppressing him, and he talks about that his subscriber numbers has increased since 2007. Also, I believe he was at the peak of his popularity around then. But he puts it down to no good lip silencing /voice algorithm, etc. From personal experience, YouTube is constantly recommending the very worst authenticity crap-minded videos to me, and I really don't listen to much of that stuff at all. I listen to a bit of everything and lots of sci-fi dystopian literacy far audiobooks and documentaries though. So this leads on to dark odious intelligence agency behind Facebook, YouTube, etc. Part 2 of a shady intelligence arm of the Pentagon recommends of ISIS headquarters found. With pictures of the Pentagon. He makes some demonish observational humor stating that there is no such thing as conspiracy theories unless it is the Russians, etc. And in retrospect some of his stuff is in line with Russia Today news footage. He makes some digs saying protests don't make any difference, or the anti-Iraq protests made no difference, and goes on to map every prime minister since Blair and the tires in the Middle East that they have invaded under each prime minister's name. I am missing out massive chunks as he covers talks about the secret societies that have the hidden controller at the top of the pyramid, the invisible spider that has us all in its web. His metaphors are not brilliant. One that he uses as an ident all the way through is the postage stamp society. He says you are either on the left or the right, but then just shows hundreds of memes with people with postage stamps on their face. A bit like a tiny NATO world view like this is a big splat in your face. I didn't really get it. Lots of obvious stuff about the Biden rule that I wholeheartedly agree with. Payment on half of the world's wealth stuff. George Soros being spoken of in the context of these controlling buggers. Lots of pictures of George Soros as the devil with lizard eyes intercut with screenshots of news articles about how George Soros has donated money to loads of different causes, generally uncredited and not having the context of news source. Jim Buck has you believe George Soros is a great benefactor of mankind. I am keen to look further into this bit. I am sure John Slater will love to argue with you. I don't know enough. Then lots of stuff about how religious in the frequency and how other frequencies can go through them like Wi-Fi can go through walls. Lots of stuff about how the world is going to be entirely covered in Wi-Fi and
lots of stuff about how the world is going to be entirely covered in Wi-Fi and that new G5 signaling is going to give us all to wars, and he makes it all very convincing and talks about the way of smart technology all having the target of complete assimilation and for us to be entirely integrated with our iPod phone replacements. Funny anecdotes about 1 in 4 people suffer from anxiety when their phone batteries start running low and how to use smartphones before they can talk. Technology is here to help and assimilate us into a nice society.
Come on.
Shit little stuck-ins
Strike me down.
and freeze are the enemies of UG5 phone signal.
I
Robots
defy
are
thee.
run by these powerful military intelligence companies, etc. And they also run the media. Few video clip of 25 or so American news channels already from the exact same script about fake news. Interval. There are few people drinking water at the dark. Found that interesting. Simon said he had listened to so much of his stuff you get quite used to the sound of his voice. It is mostly the blokes in their 40s, fairly smart, a few track-suited blokes and a few sort of well-dressed women with dyed red hair, scully casual. But not too hippie, not the real drop-out crowd you'd expect. Second half started with South American parable of the age of the thunder and the eagle, and how in the 1990s the thunder and the eagle would learn to fly together, and the thunder represents the heart and the eagle the mind. Lots of stuff about higher vibrational energy, instinctive love, and lower base energy, rational thought, bit of law of attraction type crap. Bit of some stuff where he talks about his time when he had the epiphany and wrote the truth vibration. He doesn't use the word nervous breakdown, he might not have used the word awakening, but he does say that there is a whole 3 months of his life, and of which Logan was part of that he can't remember. He said this happened when he went to Peru, but he didn't talk about the Ash he took when he was there. Anyway, he said after Peru all these things started coming to him and he started getting all these ideas. I love a lot of his ideas he has posed in the past, but an awful lot of them all come from sci-fi books and pills, and he retells them in this charismatic storytelling way as they are not stories, they are true. And this is a very fun phenomenon, like UFO abductee stories he has championed, or by people talking about fear, faith in supreme being, or whatever. It is amazing to see stories told passionately in this wazzy, but he's retelling loads of books he has read in his own style and not really citing the sources. There was a really lame bit where it was just him reading
Oh,
motivational quote then straight
live
from some shit
on,
website like Throat of the Day that
Sugar
seemed really mad but that was
Mountain,
supposed to be a feel-good section.
with
We left before Ant
partridge
could catch
and the
Bane lots more to talk
color
about than at most it we'd have
balloons.
liked to have heard more out their stuff
In
absolutely nothing about Zionism which he
2018,
has covered heavily in the
on
past.
Sugar
And that ceiling with all this
Mountain,
carving and insurgents in the Labour
what
Party
was
stuff
I
you did a bit
meant
about
for
Bane and you
leaving
knew
there
nothing about drunk
to
Willie. Really thought
say?
that this was the day and age in which it could have
And
really
you're
come into his own
going
and let
down the
his intuition for
stairs.
putting together a bigger picture
Oh,
go
you're
utterly wild with
giving out
possibilities
some
nothing on how he was
glares.
telling everyone about Jimmy Savile
When you're
before he
there
died.
with all the
Anyway I am
rest,
inspired it will inform
it's your
plenty of my
first
wondering ideas and we
cigarette.
talk a fair bit about our imagination creates our own reality and I can
Oh,
relate to
to
that I live in
live
my own
on,
imagination.
We left before and to catch
Sugar
train lots more to talk
Mountain,
about than at most goods would have
with
liked to have heard
partridge
more about
and the
their stuff
color
absolutely
balloons.
nothing about
Woo!
Zionism which he has covered
In
heavily in the past and that
2018,
seemed lame with all this
on
coding and
Sugar
insurgents in the Labour
Mountain.
Party stuff he did a bit
Come
about
on.
being anti-Europe nothing about Trump really thought that this was the day and age in which it
Not
would
doing
have really
justice, is
come
it?
into his own and let his intuition for putting together a bigger picture go utterly wild with
Show
possibilities
me what you
nothing
got.
how he was telling everyone about
Come
Jimmy
on.
Savile before he
Strike
died.
me down.
Anyway, I am inspired it will inform plenty of my wondering
I
ideas
defy
and we
thee.
talked a fair bit about our imagination creates our own reality and I can relate to that I live in my own imagination. I like the talk while still clothing himself all the time it is too personal he is trying to push it on you and you being human and we are all single points of an
Ooh, that was
infinite
a good one.
conscious
You didn't see it,
experience
did you?
in itself
Fuck it.
yada anyway I am going to be ripping off a few of his showmanship skills for sure think it was 40 bar so for a ticket. Do I think he is a brainwasher? I think that people who read his books will enjoy debating his ideas to people in the staff room at work anyway I am all for people having their minds blown and I love a good crackpot I don't really have the space in my head to think about politics and I really don't think David Icke does too if he does talk about trying to fill in the gaps and seeing the big picture and how big a galaxy and universe is and I know that it's not anything new but it is reassuring to remind ourselves that we are an insignificant little speck of planet ruled by little green bar gray men. Is he a modern day lord haha septidistegably? No he is a twat for saying we should keep borders up. I missed loads out but feel I know much more about what his gigs are like. He talked for over 4 hours I felt like he was still like a sports commentator like a horse racing commentator particularly excitedly filling in every bit of airspace with hype talk about who was rising and creating excitement and placing bets as to who was going to win the outcome of the verdict of the stream of consciousness. I feel he is a good down-to-earth bloke/alien and I know that most of the BBC is run by public school twats who are brought up on a massive ruling class abating society agenda but he really missed out on so much current affairs it made me think he doesn't have his finger on the pulse but then again so much of his stuff that he has done in the past has gone totally mainstream or Lewis through and even Russell Brand has presented it more articulately but noticeably much later. I'd love to hear others' perspectives on it. It hasn't in any way or shape or form given me a headache but I do feel like it is a